declining in cognitive skills in South Korea. So these are also some of the descriptive statistics for detailed variable, but I'm not going to tackle to them. But when it comes to empirical strategy, we are going to answer three important questions. First one, how do return to cognitive skills and non-cognitive skills and task discretion evolve over the last decades between 2013 and 2023? The second, how does cognitive and non-cognitive skills complementarity evolve over the same period of time? And the third one, how task discretion moderate the individual and joint effect of cognitive and non-cognitive skills at work. So the first question we are going to answer within this equation. This is equation 2 is for question 2, and equation 3 is for questions 3. And the equation 2 and equation 3, we have interaction terms. By those interaction terms, we are going to compare the complementarity effect of non-cognitive skills and cognitive skills in the second equation, and the moderating effect of task discretion on cognitive and non-cognitive skills by interaction term in the third equation. So now let's have the result. As you see in the first column, the return to numeracy skills in 2013 is 0.23. I mean, one standard deviation increase in numeracy skills increased the wage premium by 20.3%. But this one declined by like 2 times in 2023, 0.1, more than 2 times. And when we move across the different specification, is still the return to cognitive skills in South Korea in 2023 is larger than 2013 is larger than 2023. And in column 3, when we add task discretion, as you see, the return to task discretion, like in reverse to skills, is higher in 2023 than 2013. What does it mean? It means in 2023, Korean labor market value task discretion, job autonomy, flexibility much more than human capital that we have. As you see, moving along the different specification, is still the task discretion is much more higher than the value of task discretion in 2013. Moving to the second question, the complementarity and also the moderating effect of task discretion on 2 types of skills, we see in column A of the table of this table 4, and also in column B, the moderating effect of task discretion. If you see in the column A, in 2013, we have a complementarity between non-cognitive skills and numeracy skills, positively significant across the 4 different specification model 1, 2, 3, and 4. When we see in 2023, the complementarity between non-cognitive skills and cognitive skills, which is numeracy here, is negative. So it means no more cognitive skills complement non-cognitive skills. But if anything exists, it's substitute. So it means the value completely reversed. But when we move to the column B, the moderating effect of task discretion on 2 types of skills, in 2013, if you see the interaction term between non-cognitive skills and task discretion and numeracy skill and task discretion, the moderating effect of task discretion on numeracy skills only positive in the baseline, the column 5. But moving that, the moderating effect of task discretion on numeracy is going to remove. But the substitution effect of task discretion non-cognitive skills is negative across all models. And when we add triple interaction term in 2013, triple interaction term is negative. So what does it mean? It means non-cognitive skills and cognitive skills, they are complement each other when task discretion or flexibility is very low. When flexibility is getting higher, they are not anymore complement. Moving in 2023, the moderating effect of task discretion is 2 times higher than, or 3 times higher than, the moderating effect of task discretion in 2013. So it means now South Korean labor market value flexibility much more than non-cognitive skills, much more than cognitive skills in the labor market. Why? Because of the highly adoption of AI and robot in the labor market. Now, non-cognitive skills and also routine cognitive skills decline the value, but that flexibility, because much more adaptable in the AI environment, is highly valued. As you see in this figure, in 2013, the moderating effect of task discretion and the joint effect of cognitive and non-cognitive skills as positive and significant when task discretion is low. Moving along the task discretion, then as downward trend. That means when the task discretion increases, the joint effect of non-cognitive skills and cognitive skills on wage premium decline. But however, in 2023, the trend is completely reversed. But although it's insignificant across all the different level of task discretion. So finally, when we go to the conclusion of this paper, the falling return to cognitive and non-cognitive skills together with the raising importance of task discretion, autonomy, or flexibility, you can use these three terms interchangeably, highlight both global and country-specific phenomena that we have in Korea that shape the labor market trend. Internationally, if you see the paper by Asimoglu and Restro 2019, automation and digital technology have reduced the scarcity of routine cognitive skills, especially in Korea, which is leading in AI adoption and robot adoption in the labor market and also in the economy. So the effect would be much larger. Korea is the leading countries in AI adoption in the economy by the report that we have from OECD and the Bank of Korea. Non-cognitive skills, although still valued, but it does not have the same value that it had in 2013. So the increasing value of task discretion reflect the trend toward the horizontal organization structure. Nowadays, South Korean workers value much more horizontal corporate structure, corporate culture, rather than vertical corporate culture. If we see as a final remark, our results show that today's Korean labor market value much more how we will do, how we perform the task, which is task discretion, rather than how much knowledge or skill we have. So this is the things that shows how Korea moved from like bundle rewarding in 2013 to mostly task discretion amplified in 2023. So this is the current trend in South Korea, and it's very interesting. And this is a big question raised that when skills do not have value, so why we should focus on adult learning, why we should focus on education, why we should be overqualified when what we have, what the knowledge we have, what the skill we have, will not have that much value that we expected. So this is the big question that we need to answer, but it's still very hard. It needs much more research in order to know what's going on in Korean labor market currently. Thank you so much. I think still I have 1 or 2 minutes, but it's finished. Yes, sure, yes, sure. First of all, about the description of those, about the definition of those three important terms, that's discretion, cognitive, and non-cognitive skills. I'm very sorry since I made this presentation for economics audience. That's why I forgot to bring them in the first slide because I didn't know that we have non-economics economist audience as well. And related to the specific cause of declining in cognitive skills, since this measurement of cognitive skills is for adult people rather than for the people which they are in school enrollment time. It's mostly measured the skill level of people from 18 up to 65 years old. But in this study, since from 16 to 25, most of them are in school time or at least in university time. So I dropped them in order to keep only the adult workers from 25 to 65. So it's free of school enrollment. So it doesn't do anything with the school enrollment to be affected. And also, in another things, in terms of attitude, values, norms, yeah, it's one of the things that in South Korea exists, especially in the corporate culture. That's why nowadays South Korean workers, when they see other countries, nowadays they value much more flexibility or autonomy or task discretion in their work environment. So if we see it's a characteristic of working environment nowadays is getting much more important in South Korean labor market, where we have like a very vertical corporate culture. So it's a phenomenon, but as you said, it's qualitative measure, and it's really hard to measure quantitatively to see the effect of that. However, still about the slides, yeah, the second slide of empirical study was very small. So for the next slides, for the next presentation, I will try to make it 2 slides in order to increase the fonts. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome.